2024 provides in section 19.2 that where a person who has been properly served with a demand notice defaults in paying rates or those charges from the county government may, one, levy a penalty at the prevailing central bank rate, deny certain county services, institute a suit against the defaulter, create a charge against the rateable property by notifying the registrar in charge of land, or apply any methods to recover rates as specified under this act or any other method as authorized by law. You can also appoint a receiver on the rateable property to recover rent from tenants. We've seen it before, some buildings here, I think very close to us, where the county for a while was able to recover the rents directly. Attachment of debts or auction of property, and usually that is the last resort. So that is our statement. Tumesema ya kwamba uhasama wote uishe, tumekaa chini, tumeskizana, tumekubaliana, na ilikuwa jambo ambalo hata ilikunipendeza mambo ya kumwaga takataka. Hiyo malori yalikuwa yazibe tu vile sheria inakubali. Na ndio maana kwa muda mchache sana waliweza kukokota hiyo taka. Lakini leo baada ya mkutano tumeondoa hata hizo magari, zimeondolewa, kumefunguliwa, maji inarudishwa, pamoja na huduma zote ambazo county inazingatia, kwa sababu tumekubaliana ni njia gani hizo deni ambazo tunawadai zitalipwa. Zile zetu tulikuwa tushakubaliana njia ya kuwalipa polepole, kwa sababu deni za zamani sana, lakini lazima ulipe kidogo ile ya zamani na pia ya sasa, ili yote iwe sambamba. Na sote tuko na jukumu la kuheshimiana, tuko na jukumu la kuangaliana wote kama mandugu. Sisi sote ni serikali. Mambo kama haya kweli haifai kufikia wananchi, na kwa hiyo tunasikitika, lakini hapo ndio tumefika na tunatumai tuendelea vizuri pamoja. So asanteni sana, thank you very much. I shall take 2 questions, and from a gentleman. Kulikuwa na mashabiki. Any questions? Pole? Bradley. Yes. Both ways. Yes.
Would you mind if you give us maybe insights of the agreement that you had following the
Well, as I've said, there'll be a joint statement, but we've set up, we've agreed, myself and the Minister for Energy, we look at what we're claiming and what they're claiming. Of course, what they're claiming, we had already agreed on, procedural payments. Last Friday we did 100 million, we had done 30 before. And so every month we agreed we do 60 of the debt and 40. And remember, it's a long-standing debt from the days of the city council, But the first thing was for them to recognize their debt, which they have said that session between myself and the minister should be able to unlock. Because ordinarily you will say, I am asking them for 4.9 billion, they're asking me for 1.5, si wakate tu alafu wanipatie change, but it doesn't work that way, unfortunately, in government. Courts are the last resort. What happened is the last resort, and it's truly regrettable, but it is, it can't unhappen, and we're here now. And so and we're happy, that the head of public service has emphatically said that all ministries, because there are many with bills, there are many who don't pay for their rates, there are many who may not have been paying, different things. Everyone should take responsibility for what they owe the country. Hawa wananchi wanahitaji huduma. Wakiona shimo kwa barabara wanasema ni Sakaja, lakini watu hawalipi. Unajua si lazima ilipwe. Unasema nitoe dimple kwa barabara, lakini siwezi ziba na Big G, nahitaji lami na nahitaji kuilipia na kununua. And so that is why I've spoken about the enforcement. And this year we're going to be very firm on enforcement of rates. Some people have been waiting not to pay, waiting for a waiver. There is no waiver this year. There is no waiver. There is no waiver. The deadline is March. We're going to do enforcement, and we're going to follow the provisions of the law. There was a second one, maybe the lady? Ramogi.
My question is about we talked to some people who are here by that
Yeah.
As leadership, are there
Yeah. Yeah.
we are wondering what exactly is happening because we have a way of finding out
And unfortunately, you know, as the event may have been, sometimes there's that collateral when there's a rateable owner. You know, the person who is a rateable owner of that property is Kenya Power, and so when you enforce against them, you might have a tenant, and it's really regrettable what they have to go through. We went told them, look, we can come and, you know, sort the thing out together. We'll even plant and beautify the place, because we must also show the people that we're not enemies. You know, we're not CC Madui. In the same way, when they disconnect this building, citizens suffer also. You know, and you can't access services, you can't take a lift up, and so there's also, you know, damage to the people who are here. We have tenants, we have banks that are tenants at Annex, and so government should not deal in that way. I agree 100%. That is not how we should be dealing, and moving forward, we shall both, you know, endeavor to exhaust all those avenues. As I've said, we've had several meetings, including one just in December. Yeah. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki. Mwisho kabisa. Yes, Willie. Yeah. Yes. Yes. You see, and it's very good that you've asked that question about the ICT infrastructure. You know, the law is clear that this ICT infrastructure on whey leaves are supposed to be paid to the county. What happened is, at some point, Kenya Power offered them their backbone for them to put on top, and they pay Kenya Power, but they don't pay us. You know, the same way, if you have an advertisement on a billboard that is illegal, the billboard will go down, and sometimes the person who put the advertisement is not the guilty party. We've reached out, and of course, you know, there is a core. We support the digital superhighway. We support it. We have an entire department sector on innovation and digital economy. We want that to be done, but we want things to be done properly. And I think this forum that we've now created between ourselves and the national government should be able to provide, you know, a way forward. We've also spoken to the ISPs and the telcos yesterday. We're going to be meeting them to also tell them how they can be further compliant, because they want to just provide a service. And it's unfortunate, you know, when you disconnect the internet, there are businesses, there's even schools that are connected to fiber and they don't get access. It's really unfortunate. It's nothing that we like to do, you know. It is what it is. We have to get things done. Yeah. So asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki. Tuliwakaribisha chai lakini revenue. Asanteni and may God bless you. Thank you.